Hello everyone, this is Professor Muldrow again. In this video, I'm going to show you how to download the PyCharm development tool and then how to create a project within the PyCharm tool. Now, the website you need to go to download this is this one right here. The URL is jetbrains.com/PyCharm. That is JetBrains, just like you see it right here, all one word, .com/PyCharm, just like you see it right here. All you have to do is click on the download button. It used to be, and then we can get rid of this. It used to be that PyCharm had one professional version and a community version. Now it's just one download. As it says here, it's free forever plus 1 month of Pro included. So you'll get all the features of the professional version for 1 month. But after that month is over, you won't have to worry about anything. It'll still work. You'll just be using the community version, which for my classes is all you need. Now, this one is downloading a file for Windows. I believe it automatically detects which operating system you're using. So if you're on a Mac, it will probably say Mac OS in this space right here. I think, like I said, I believe it detects what operating system you're using. Then you just click the download button, and you'll see this window. It'll download the file that you'll need to double click to install. And then once you get it installed, you're going to see this. Now, mind you, this is not what you'll see initially. I've been using this a lot, so you see a lot of projects here. You won't see any projects there when you start, but the thing is, to get a project going, you click on the New Project button, wherever it may be. For me, it's here. And now you must give the project a name. So here in the name box, I'm just going to name it hello. Then you pick a directory where you want this to be. I'm going to put this on my desktop because it's easy to find. Okay. And then you click create. And we wait. Okay, now it's finally done. Sometimes you have to wait a minute or two. Now, what you're going to see over here on the left is what we call the project view. You have the name of your project with a folder right there. Once you create a project, you must now add a Python file. Here's how you do it. You select the name of the project. You click on that folder at the top. Then you right-click when it's selected. In the menu that appears, you select New. And in the submenu that appears, you select Python file. Not file, but Python file. That's the one you want. And you must give the Python file a name. I'm going to name it the same as the project. However, that is not required. You can name this Python file anything you want. You can also have more than one Python file in a project. And then you just, once you type the name in, you hit the Enter key. And the file shows up right here. Now notice the file has a .py extension. Okay. So now I'm going to do one line of Python code just to say who I am. Trust me, your programs will get larger than this eventually. But once you type a line of Python code here into your .py file, now it's time to execute it. If you're running a program for the first time, what you want to do is right-click inside the code window, and then you will go to this button, Run Name of Your Project, which has a play button next to it. I'll click on that. And as you can see, here's my output window down at the bottom. And there's my output. Now, what I often do with this output window is I'll right-click here in its title bar, and then I will go to Move To in this menu and select Right Top. That way, I've got My code on the left, my output on the right. Looks pretty cool, huh? Let me add one more line of code to this. That is the end. Now, if I want to run this again, since this is the second time I'm running the program, I don't need to right-click in the code window. I can still, but now that I've run this at least once, I can come up here to the title bar and click on the play button, and it runs the program. So remember, the first time you run a program, you need to right-click inside the code window where your .py file is and select the play button from this menu. Anytime you run the program after that, you can either right-click in the code window and select play, or just come up here and select the play button to run your program. Now, one more thing I need to tell you. Minimize all this. Remember, the name of my project was Hello, and I put my project on my desktop. Well, here is the project folder right here. If you double-click on that project folder, right here is your .py file. The reason I'm pointing that out to you is because for homework assignments and for projects, you'll be required to upload your .py file, your actual Python code, to Canvas. I will not accept a screenshot for a homework assignment or a project. I must have your .py file. So whenever you create a project in PyCharm, you want that project folder to be in a place where that's easy for you to find. That way you can easily find the .py file and upload it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do a project in PyCharm. If you have any questions, please send me an email at kmuldrow@lbcc.edu.